Good morning. Today's Wednesday, October 14th, and this is the Morning Breach with Scott Davis. We begin today with news out of Virginia, where multiple state websites, including the online voter registration website, was shut down yesterday, which was also the last day to register to vote. Governor Ralph Northam said most of the state's internet service was cut off after a cable was cut inadvertently during roadside work near Route 10. The cut occurred sometime overnight, but wasn't discovered until early Tuesday and lasted until roughly 3:45 p.m. local time, again yesterday. In my years of working in technology, I have seen cut cables, trees, snap cables, telephone poles hit by cars, lightning strikes, and more, all of which typically take out electricity and or internet to a small area of residential and business customers. So it's not unlikely, but the timing would be comparable to the day taxes are due for an accounting firm. This scenario could happen to any business, even yours, as most businesses rely on a single internet connection to power their office. The level of pain is larger for organizations that are hosting websites, email servers, voice over IP phone systems, and or critical applications from these central offices. It doesn't have to be a complete on and off switch though. Often conversations are bringing in a second ISP, but 99% of the time this connection is arriving to you a very similar, if not the same path as your existing connection. Cellular redundancy has made a lot of strides over the last couple years, and Comcast even offers the Comcast Business Connection Pro add-on that will automatically transition to 4G LTE wireless with an 8 hours of battery backup if the Comcast main line goes offline. You can also go directly to your wireless carrier of choice and add a device that works or integrates into your firewall to provide similar service. Using a wireless redundancy line would be expensive in the case of Virginia, but the fact that the state government couldn't receive at least 2 dedicated lines coming from 2 different hubs is shocking, and that upfront cost would be too large for most businesses. Businesses can, however, typically stomach the small monthly costs of maintaining that 4G connection, which goes up if you actually need and use the data. I recommend building in rules that if internet was going to the wireless redundancy, it wouldn't allow for the streaming of audio or video. Pretty much, I would limit internet to critical business functions only. Having these redundancies with your internet connection isn't the only area you have to look. Depending on your business and your need to stay connected 24/7, 365, you have to examine every hop in your network and review it for redundancy from the firewall, switches, servers, electricity, and more. In a perfect world, sure, you would have redundancy at every level. But again, for the majority of businesses, it's not feasible, let alone needed. What is required is a business continuity plan, which outlines where your points of failure are, who the contacts are to resolve those failures, what the expected recovery time objective or your RTO is, and what the plan is to get back online within that RTO. Here again, the vast majority of businesses fall short and don't have a documented BCP, or even worse, have never heard of the term RTO. And sadly, in that case, you just have to wait until magic happens and you're back online. It could be hours, it could be days, it could be longer depending on what broke and how hard it is to replace the component. If nothing else today, I want you to start building your business continuity plan, or at least schedule time to revisit it and update it, as I guarantee it hasn't been dusted off since COVID sent employees home for work, and thus changing the scope of your BCP. Senator Mark Warner of Virginia sent a letter to Universal Health Services CEO demanding answers into the health system's cybersecurity policies in light of the September ransomware attack, which impacted their sites across the United States and internationally for 3 weeks. A Germany-based enterprise software company, Software AG, is the latest technology company to fall victim to ransomware. Here, the IoT specialist was hit with a US $23 million demand by the ransomware gang Clop to decrypt and delete the data which was exported, which is believed to include passport and ID information of employees, as well as internal communication. The cyber attack began the evening of October 3rd, and as of yesterday, its customer help desk was still offline. Thank you for watching today's episode of The Morning Breach. If you've learned something new by watching this, please take a second and like and share the video. If you want to see more episodes of The Morning Breach or find useful resources in helping you secure your organization, please visit themorningbreach.com and follow along with us on Facebook and LinkedIn. As it is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, please remember to be cyber smart. Thanks for watching.